Hi guys, it's me, Kathleen's Trot and Trail. Today is, Tuesday, the 6th of April. Yesterday was our 24th wedding anniversary, so very exciting, very exciting. It has gone by in the blink of an eye, as things do as we get older, but yeah, so I'm happy to be here today. I don't know for sure whether or not this will be able to be uploaded. The last video I made, 57 minutes long, ironed everything. It was a good video, and I was not able to upload it to YouTube because of issues with my devices. So I'm either going to have to, I'm trying not to do this on my work computer. I try to really dedicate that just to work. So I think I need to either buy a new iPad or a laptop for filming or something. But anyway, I'm going to try this directly to YouTube, so I won't be able to stop it. I won't be able to edit. And I don't know how that's going to go, so I'm just going to go really fast. I'm not going to be able to insert photos, I don't think. But we're just going to get through this really quickly and see if it works. If not, which you won't know because you won't see this, but if it doesn't work, you're probably not going to see me for a while. But anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're having lots of time to stitch and getting your vaccination. I am signed up to get mine on Thursday, my first round, and I'm super, super excited. Everyone in my family is fully vaccinated, healthcare workers, or they work in their school. So, my oldest daughter isn't, but she's in Puerto Rico right now, and will probably have to come back here to get her vaccination. But Ryan, Maddie, and Brian are all vaccinated, and that's just an awesome thing. And lots of my friends are vaccinated, and so I think it's just great. So I'm looking forward to that, and hoping I don't have any side effects from the vaccine, but you know, it's a small price to pay, right? So, okay, so the first thing I've been working on is a new project, I did have lots of finishes in March and the beginning of April, and I'm not able to show them to you because I'm gonna just try to do this super quick and see how it goes, and if it actually does upload, and then if that works, I'll do another video with finishes. But I was watching Vonna the other day. I think I was reading a post that she had done on Facebook about sweet berries, or berry sweet, a new little small that she had finished from Cherry Hill. I don't know if it's Cherry Hill Designs or Cherry Hill Stitchery or Cherry Hill Stitches on Etsy. And so I went right away. It was a very cute design, and I went right away to Etsy and looked up Cherry Hill, and their charts are really cute, and I downloaded several charts. And then several days later, I was watching Vanna's video, and she showed her finish in her video, and she talked about the latest design that Cherry Hill had come out with, and so I zipped over to Etsy and ordered it and started on it almost immediately, and I just love it. I downloaded the PDF, so I don't have a cover page. I didn't print a cover page, but I'm almost finished, so you'll get a pretty decent idea. But this is called Sweet Land of Liberty, and it's just a really, really sweet design. It only calls for, I think, 5 colors. I'm using 6 because I added a gold where she had kind of a green in there. But yeah, it's just very, very sweet. I'm using a Gloriana silk for the red and for the black, as a matter of fact. The black is charcoal, and I can't remember I think the red is crimson, and it's just a really pretty, just a true red. I'm using 2 different blues, one for the words and then all the other blue, but they're very similar, and they're both Gentle Arts, and I just love it. So I just have to finish this urn and some flowers down here, a little bit of a border, finish filling in these flowers up here, some here, and it's all, you know, all really simple. But her charts are beautiful. She gives you a color chart and a black and white chart, and they're very well done and easy to follow. And it looks like most of them don't call for a whole lot of colors. So yeah, really, really fun, cute designs. I'm looking forward to seeing what else she has coming out. And then I have been working on my Sunday stitches from Beth Twist at Heartstring Samplery, and I'm working on Old Rugged Cross right now. Same kind of thing here. None of the called for. I'm using an Aversois silk for the purple in the flowers. It's a little bit bright. I mean, it's showing true here, and it's a little bit bright for me, but I think it'll work. I think the greens and then the black will tone it down. But yeah, I don't have too much more of that to go, and just a lot of leaves, which, you know, they always look pretty and they're always so worth it in the end, but they're kind of a pain to do all of those leaves. And then I just happened to be, I don't even know where I was that I saw these. I might have been on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, getting like one skein of thread or something. And I think that's right. Or did I order these? I don't know. Anyway, I had never heard of this company before, I don't think, but Sugar Stitches. And they have a monthly series out, and these might be very old. I have no idea. They're kind of on cardboard or cardstock type paper. They're lovely charts also. So Sugar Stitches. And anyway, they had a monthly, a monthly series out. And I particularly loved June, which is my birth month. And so I ordered that first just to have. I don't have a lot of June or summer stitching. And I love that. I don't know that I'm going to put June on it. I may put more bees or more flowers. I'm not sure, just because I think I want to leave it up all summer. And then I also loved November, and so I got November as well. I just thought that was really pretty. November, I probably will put the month up, because it's not like I would leave that up. So I got a little bit of a start on June. This is on a piece of 36 count. It's pretty dark. It may even be really plump 32 count, but I started doing it over 2, and it was too bulky. So I switched to over 1 and got a little bit of a start on that beehive. And then I got a pretty decent start on the November, and this is just on a piece of, I think, raw natural linen from, I don't know, somebody. It's just a piece of off-white, and the little pilgrim guy. So these are just like one night worth of stitching. Really, really enjoy those. All in DMC, lots of fun. Really enjoy that. Okay, now the dogs are here. So what I may end up doing is just cutting it short and seeing if I can get this uploaded and then going from there. Okay, I have put off for a long, long, long time buying this chart. I love the Reflet des Soies. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. I love their charts and their designs, and I have seen this one. Molly West stitched it recently and finished it, and it's just gorgeous. And I've wanted to do it, and then I happened to be on Kitten Stitcher's website, Shakespeare's Peddler, the other day, and she had this kitted up where you could buy the kit, the threads and the chart. And so I pulled the trigger, but it's Omari Reflet des Soies. I think that's how you say that, right? Or is it Reflet des Soies? I don't know. But it's beautiful, and it's kitted with silk. But the nice thing is she gives you just the amount that you need. So she did all this. She put it on these, or I don't know if the company did or if Teresa did, but it's just beautiful. And she gives you just what you need, so you're not buying, tons and tons of silk that you're not going to use. And so I got a little bit of a start on this. Now, Molly West, when she did hers, She actually did her own color conversion, and she did a lot of why can't I think of the word, combining of threads. So she'd use, you know, two strands of one, or one strand of one color DMC and another strand of another color, and hers is gorgeous. But I'm doing it just to the specifications of the chart. This is on a piece of light blue, I believe this is Lakeside linen, and there's my start. So I'm starting in the middle with her dress, with Mary's dress. And I just really, so I'm almost finished with Pink House Sampler, and a lot of people have stitched that, and I've been watching a lot of different things about people who stitch, you know, antique samplers, reproductions, and I'm getting a text from my son that he might have a job offer. I'm sorry, that distracted me. That is very exciting. And it's in Omaha. That makes me want to cry. He's been living in Virginia for 4 years. I would be so happy if he got a job in Omaha. I think it's such a long shot, but anyway, that was his text, so I'll get back to that in a second. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. I thought the dogs were going to be the interruption today. Oh, okay. I'm almost finished with Pink House Sampler, and I am not going to put, you know, I knew that I probably wasn't going to put the name, and I can't, right off the top of my head, I can't remember the name that's on there. It's a reproduction sampler, and with the girl or the woman's name on it. And but you know, lots of people have put their grandmothers or their, you know, their moms or different people like that. And I was adopted, and I've met my biological mom, but my adopted mom is my mom. You know, she raised me. She's my mom. She passed away several years ago, but I didn't really know any of my grandmothers at all. They all passed away before I was born, except for my biological grandmother on my biological mom's side. I did know her for many years, and so eventually I will make samplers and put her name and my mom's name and, you know, all those names on them. But for now, I want to honor several of my dad's sisters, my adopted dad's sisters, who he came from a family of 13, and there were, I think, 7 girls and 6, that's 11. What is it? 13. I think it's 8 girls and 5 boys. I think that's right. At any rate, he had several sisters who really were just wonderful to me, and one in particular took me to my first ballet, took me to several musicals, took me to an opera, concerts. She really is where I get my love of music that, you know, we then pass down to our children, and why our son is a musician. And so her name was Marie. And so I am going to put her name on this somewhere. And then on Pink House Sampler, my dad's oldest sister was my Aunt Genevieve, and she was awesome to me as well. And we were very close. In fact, for many years when I was a little tiny, I thought she was my grandmother because she lived and took care of my grandfather in his declining years. And I thought she was my grandmother for many years, and we were very close. And so I think Pink House Sampler will have her name on it. So anyway, I was very excited about that, but I probably won't do any more work on O Marie until I finish Pink House Sampler, but I just wanted to get a little bit of a start, because I just think it's always so much easier to pick up another design when you know, once you've put a few stitches in. I mean, if you haven't done anything and you don't know if you're going to start in the middle, or you don't have a needle, you know, yet, and you have to get your needle and you have to thread your first piece. It's just so much easier if you've already started. And I don't care if to me, I would rather have 10 stitches in a project that I don't touch for 6 months or 8 months or a year than have no stitches in a project, because I'll be less likely to go to that one when the time comes. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna show you one more thing, and then I'm gonna see if this will upload, and if it will, and if it uploads successfully, then I'll sit down and do a real video in the next few days. And I'm getting, my husband's responding to this group text, and so I'm getting all these updates. Please, if you think about it, please say a prayer. My first prayer is that he gets a job, and I think he will. But to have him be in Omaha, that would be so awesome. Okay, so I was watching Julie McConnell at Reflections Framing and Stitching in her, probably, I don't know if it was one of her, I think it was her, the Dan and Julie show, and she talked about a chart that was $50 that she bought from Expo for a woman who asked for it, and then that person never purchased it from Julie. And so she said, I have an extra copy of this, and if anybody's interested, let me know. And I wrote and said, yes, I'm interested, and I made an appointment to go out and see it. And so without further ado, it's Atrium's Folly. I have no business with this giant chart, but I absolutely love it. I think it's so pretty. I think it's so precious. Again, almost finished with Pink House Sampler, so I feel like I'll have that done, and then I feel okay starting this. We ended up kitting it up in all silks, and it calls for, I think I counted 51 or 52 silks. They're here. I have a little bit of a start on it. Doing something really different. I decided to use the little tags from the MPIs to make floss drops out of those, and I really like that. Because these tags disappear if they get loose, and they can fall out of floss away bags, or if you're labeling floss drops and you drop the tag and then you can't find it. And anyway, I love this. I'm really pleased with this idea, and I just flattened them out and I put a hole punch on each end of them. I learned that trick from my sweet friend Susie Reno, as she's known here. And but anyway, that works kind of well. So I got a little bit of a start, and I'm starting in the lower left hand corner, and there's my start on Atrium's Folly. So very pleased. Of course, the silks are awesome to work with and just wonderful, and I think I'm gonna need a rotation of some sort, and I've tried rotations before, and it seems like life happens, and the holidays come up or something, and I don't stick to a rotation. But I kind of feel like right now, spring, kind of new, and there's not a lot coming. Ryan's graduation is coming up, but that'll only be a few days. We are gonna go out. I tried this video earlier, and I can't remember now what I said in that video and versus this one, but I am getting my first COVID vaccine on Thursday, and I'm super pumped. So anyway, we are going out to his graduation, although it's a virtual graduation. So, but we're gonna go out so we can at least see him, because Brian is fully vaccinated, Ryan is fully vaccinated, Maddie's fully vaccinated. She won't be able to go out. She's in the middle of finals at that point, and Caitlin and Caleb are still in Puerto Rico, and they are not vaccinated yet, so I don't think they'll be able to come either. But anyway, but other than that, there's not a whole lot, coming up, and so I feel like I'm gonna have some time, and we're gonna start doing some things to the house. I will have a lot of yard work. I wish I could insert pictures. Spring is springing around here. It is very beautiful. And it's such a beautiful time of year. So I feel like there's a lot of time for me to get some good stitching in and have a good rotation and actually get some of these bigger projects done. I've had a lot of small finishes here this spring up until this week, and that's great. I'm happy with that, but now I'm ready to really attack some of these big projects and get through that. So, okay, so let's see how this goes, see if I can get this uploaded. I hope you all are well. I miss you so much, and hopefully before too long we can get together in person and actually see people and, pat their little faces and give everybody a hug, and that I'm really looking forward to that day. So take care, guys, and hopefully talk to you soon.